It's in the game.
What's up? Welcome to the One by One Network. I'm your host, 91. I have a very special guest with me, DJ EFX. How you feeling, man?
Oh man, blessed. Thank you for having me, 91. Blessed. How about yourself?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. It's kind of getting cold out here in Texas. I don't really like the cold too much. But where you in Miami right now?
Yeah, we're in Miami right now. As you can see right now, we got the Miami hurricane thing going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the weather gets kind of crazy out there.
Yeah, 1 minute it'll be raining, and the next minute is ready to go to the beach.
So, what's things been like out there for you ever since the pandemic and everything? I know that kind of changed up things for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, with the whole pandemic, at first it was like, just about safety and trying to figure out what's going on and, to protect ourselves and family. But it kind of actually helped me in some kind of way. It was a catch-22. Before the pandemic, I was going really hard, trying to be a DJ, trying to get, move forward in my DJ career. So when the pandemic hit, it actually put a stop in my DJ career. And it made me now do what I really was trying to do, where to try to nourish my being an artist. So now it gave me time to get in the studio, work on my content, get my plans together, get my ideas and my goals, and get my team, everybody on the same page. And it's kind of a blessing where it led me to. And now I'm in the middle of transitioning from a DJ to now an artist. So when 2021 comes and the world's open, it's a different situation now.
Okay, so do you still plan on DJing in the future, or you want to transition?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm always going to be a DJ. As an artist slash DJ, I would perform my songs by DJing. I'm just trying to follow the same steps as like a DJ Khaled, a DJ Mustard, or a Snake. Or David Guetta or Navici, they would go produce their records, and how they perform, they go and DJ. So kind of the same way, but maybe just maybe a little bit of Khaled in there, a little bit more of an artist, jump on stage, a little bit more live with it,
Okay, definitely. I want to hear more about that. So you weren't born in Miami, right?
No, I was born in Los Angeles, California, but raised in Miami.
Raised in Miami. How old were you when you moved to Miami?
I moved to Miami. I was about 8 years old. About 8, 9. Yeah. So pretty much my whole life in Miami, you can say.
Right. Definitely. It made you who you are.
Yeah, facts. If I was raised in LA, probably totally different situation. Probably wouldn't be a DJ. Maybe I'll be, who knows.
Right. So were you always like influenced by music? Like, did your parents play a lot of music?
I mean, yeah, growing up, my parents, there was always parties at the house. My dad was always, controlling the music. But to be honest, I didn't even think about being a DJ until I was like maybe 17 years old. I was just,
you started right?
Yeah. No one in my family is a DJ. No one's a musician. None of that DJ story that, records and nah.
Right.
This just happened. It's a business and it just happens, I wanted to be a soccer player growing up, and just one day to another, I just got introduced to the DJ, didn't think anything of it, went from having fun to a hobby, to a job, to a career. Now it's what I do.
It's showtime.
Okay. So you said you just kind of met another DJ, and that's how you kind of got introduced to it?
Not even. I was at my homie at the barbershop getting a cut while I was waiting. They had like a little DJ setup, a little Mickey Mouse DJ thing. He was like, "Oh, just try to go back and forth with some of these records." Just started doing it. I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." Same night, he was like, "Yo, watch this music video. Watch this DJ video." It was a DMC World Champ DJ video with DJ Q-Bird and all these, and I was just blown away. And I was like, "Man, this is what I want to do." So then, say it again.
So you were 17 at the time.
I was about 16, 17. I was getting ready to. It was the night before going to my junior year in high school. Okay. I remember it was the night before. I couldn't sleep. I was there watching this video, and then I called a couple of the homies the next day. I was like, "Man, let's get some turntables and some stuff." It was the cheapest turntables I could find, and then just from there, just started building records and just started, I also got lucky too. At the time, my neighbor was a really successful DJ at the time. He was DJing all the hot spots, like everything. So, I would go and watch him, and that just made me want to do it even more, because I could, man, my neighbor's doing it. This could be real. This could be like something I could, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then it just went from coming home from school and just practicing every day. Like every day. Even I would get up even earlier to go to school. I would even get up a few hours early, go downstairs and just start practicing. And then I remember my dad was like, yo, you got to go to school, get ready, let's eat. And I was just there, like, it's all I was thinking about at the time.
I was going to ask, were your parents supportive of it, or did you kind of get some restraint? I know a lot of people, back then, it was common to.
They were like, what are you doing? You're wasting your time. Go to school, this and that. Like just how any parents would be. I would be the same way, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't understand, especially at that time, you don't understand that this could be a real thing. You know what I mean? Khaled wasn't what he was back then. Like it wasn't, there was no, DJs weren't superstars like how they were today when I was starting to DJ. They were just DJs. You know what I'm saying? They were just DJs. We just played records.
Yeah. Okay, I feel that. So you started to kind of get this love for it. At what point was it like, or actually, what was your first gig as a DJ?
My first gig as a DJ, as a real DJ, probably like some house party. I remember at some time when I was trying to get on, I would just run to house parties in my area and just with my bag of records and just beg the promoters, yo, let me DJ for let me just throw a couple records, until it just got to the point where like, okay, I give you a chance, and I did my thing, and then now I'm just, requested in all these areas to DJ, in my neighborhood. And that's how I really got started, man. If any word to any DJ, if you really want to do this, you gotta go and really try to do it. You gotta go and try to put yourself in positions to, get an opportunity to try to DJ. There's thousands and thousands of DJs, and it's like anything else.
I feel that. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people like give up too easily. They'll get turned down, or they might have a back set, and then they don't want to do it anymore.
This is like I've been DJing for years. I don't even know the exact years, but it's a long time, and now I finally feel like it's all the lines, everything is aligning, and now it's like, okay, EFX, let's go. It's
Right.
You're up next. Let's go. They just called my ticket number. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. Let's go. And that's how it feels.
After the house parties, it was the clubs after the house parties?
Yeah, after the house parties was the clubs, and then just like anything else, as you're growing as a DJ, you just want to do the bigger, better things. And then it was the clubs, and then I was dabbling a little bit on radio, and then I went on tour as a tour DJ with an artist, and then I started doing the mixtapes. And then now radio again, and then now I'm trying to do it for myself as an artist.
Which one of those events would you say broke you into the industry versus like, okay, my foot is in the door, I can actually make the moves that I want to make now?
That's a good question. I don't know. Oh, okay. So where now? I think recently, I would say recently I could say now that things are starting to become, the word is starting to become no, is now becoming yes.
Hell yes.
And I think that's recently when I started really putting things together for myself. When the PR started coming and this and that, where people started believing like, okay, EFX, you're doing this, but for you, it's like, okay, like, people are starting to become believers now.
Okay.
I think it's recently, yeah, to be honest. But every chapter of my life, it got me closer to where I am today. It got me closer to when I was on the road as a tour DJ. I was on the road with Smitty. He was signed with J Records. He had a really big record at the time called Diamonds on My Neck. And I would fly myself to New York to sit in the meetings with him so I can learn to one day be like, you know what, I want to do this for myself.
Yeah.
This stuff doesn't happen overnight, especially what I'm trying to do in my timing in my career, And it's also as a DJ, you got to know what you want to do, because there's a lot of types of DJs.
Right, and that's one thing I was gonna ask you as well. I said, okay, so you had the passion for it, but did it kind of just kind of happen and things were falling in place, or did you have that intention set? Like, no, I'm gonna be a DJ. This is what I'm gonna do.
No, at first it was like I wanted to be a producer. I wanted to make beats and this and that. Like I didn't. I was still trying to figure it out. You know, I would be lying to say if I wanted, you know, and then you know, as things start to grow and you start to, you know, understand yourself and your brand, and you know, you start to grow and you start to realize things. I was like, man, this is what I really want to do. And then for a couple years now, maybe like a good 5 years, I was like, this is what I want to do as a DJ / artist, and I've been trying to build at it ever since.
I got you. Okay, so because at one point you had tried to rebrand, and
I tried to rebrand. I had I was trying to I had a situation where, you know, with Ultra Records and stuff like that. You know, and at that time EDM was very, very big, and I fell in love with the sounds. So, you know, with the team and the management, they were like, okay, let's try to rebrand you, because hip hop where it wasn't at the time. So they're like, I try to rebrand you. And of course I had a situation, so it just made sense. Okay, let's try it, you know? And so I went with the artist name with my last name, Hanau. I was doing all the EDM stuff, this and that. It just didn't work out for me. It didn't feel right. It didn't feel authentic. It didn't feel like it was me. It didn't feel genuine. So then that's when I decided to go back to EFX. And I kid you not, as soon as I went back to EFX, all the doors opened. Management came, radio came, all the club opportunities came, traveling started happening again, you know?
Right. So you say you feel like this now is when things are really kind of taking that step for you, but you've done such big things already. So, you know, some people, they probably perceive you as like where you want to be. That's where they already see you. So you've performed for like Dwayne Wade, LeBron James. Tell me about those opportunities and what was that experience like?
So those opportunities were amazing. Big shout out my man Benny. You know, he put me onto that. You know, and it's those opportunities are amazing. Just imagine, you know, you're DJing private events for Dwayne Wade, and you know what I'm saying, you see what's going on with this, and like, you know, all the cool stuff that people, you know, being in the right place at the right time. Yeah, that was really dope. You know, we did the 11/11 LeBron experience when he was here with the Miami Heat. Over at the, I think that was at the 16/16 on Alton. 11/11 on Alton, I think it was. And that was amazing. You know, like words can't even explain. You know?
Yeah, and you're a big sports fan.
Yeah, I'm a big, especially when it comes to basketball, for sure.
Yeah, I heard you play a little ball yourself.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I do a little, you know, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. If you're ever out here in Houston, we gotta go play some pickup games.
Oh, man, I was in Houston not that long ago. I was there. I was before the pandemic. I was there actually when it was for the semifinals. What was it for? It was. I remember the Yankees were playing the Asteroids.
Okay.
That one game that the Yankees lost to go to the World Series.
Yeah, the city gets turned up around here like for all.
Yeah, and it was really cool. We DJ'd a couple of spots over there.
Nice.
You know, it was really cool. Houston, I love Houston. I used to go there a lot. I used to be real big in the mixtapes. I used to go there all the time.
Okay. Now, one thing that I really admired a lot is you've obtained a lot of different residencies.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people don't really know what a residency is. Could you explain what a residency is and why that's important to a DJ?
Okay, so a residency is a venue or a gig that it's by weekly, monthly, or yearly, just depending on what kind of the residency is. But it's something that's a schedule, that's consistent, and it's always going to be repeated. You know, so it makes it important, especially for a DJ. So when people are trying to find you, it's something where you can be like, oh, you can always catch me here. You know, and it helps build your fan base, and it helps keep the momentum, and it helps you keep, you know, things going, and it shows you that you're consistent and you have a home, and that shows you know, that people.
It really has a lot of power to the DJ. They control a lot of the vibe when it comes to residencies. I've seen a lot of.
Sure.
A lot of local DJs get residencies, and it feels good because I really like to see people succeed and win. So when I see somebody get a residency or something like that,
yeah, residencies are cool. You know, but definitely if you're trying to build a name in your city and stuff like that, it's definitely cool. And then, you know, yeah, for sure.
What was your first residency?
My first residency, 609.
609? Tell me about that.
Yeah, so 609 at the time, this was like early 2000, 2002. There was this club in Coconut Grove. It's not there no more, but it was. I'm talking about the hot spot. Like it was the definition of a residency. Like it was automatic. Like you didn't even have to say nothing, and it was automatic going to be packed. The vibe at that time was very different. There was no cell phones. There was no Instagram. There was no internet. I was DJing on vinyl.
Vinyl.
So at that time, it was all about dancing. It was all about, the vibe. It was all about just, going and, having a good time. It wasn't even about bottles back then.
Right.
You know?
And so how did you obtain that residency? Like what work did you put in to get you in that position?
Same thing. I remember just bothering the promoters, running up over there, and they're like, "Yo, let me get on. I'll DJ for. Let me open up for the first 30 minutes for the main DJ. Whatever it took, I try to make it happen until it happened. I proved myself. I did what I had to do, and then I was a resident there for at least 5 years, maybe for a long time. Nice. And that really helped me get to open up a lot of doors for sure.
Yeah, imagine if you would have had social media and Instagram back then, like how many followers, so many of us would have.
That's what's really cool about social media. It could be recorded. You know what I'm saying? It could be documented. Back then, there was nothing. I didn't even have a cell phone to take a picture. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, someone would have to come in and, the pictures we had on our cell phones were like 3 megapixel type thing,
Mm-hmm.
Like, who is that? That's not you. Who is that?
Yeah, for real. So you had some international residencies.
Yeah, I had a couple internationals. That was amazing. Big shout out to Marco at the time. He was doing a lot of my overseas booking. We had one in Switzerland. We had one in Paris. We were going out there once a month. I also had a residency in Acapulco, Mexico. Shout out my man Brian. We're just moving, and that came apart when I had this residency at Mansion. I had the residency at Mansion probably like 2006. It was the hottest Friday night at the time on South Beach, big room, big boy status. And at the time Miami, we had the shine on us, and that's what really opened the doors overseas. So
that's what's up. What was your favorite thing about going overseas?
The whole experience, traveling, experiencing the culture of different cities, seeing the history, just everything. Like, it's amazing when you travel, how much you can learn and see it for yourself, It's not the same when you see it online.
Right, definitely. Which one was your favorite spot?
I love Paris, for a lot of reasons. I'm into fashion. I love the fashion. Just the museums and just like, I don't know. Paris was one of them that I really liked.
Okay, so you're into fashion. I heard that you're a sneakerhead.
Yeah, I'm a sneakerhead for sure, big time.
Yeah, what was your latest cop? What was the latest thing you bought?
The latest thing I bought was, I don't even know. What was the latest thing I bought? I bought a few pairs like this week. The latest thing I got these Nike ones, the Tokyo joints. The ones with all different colors. That's the latest one I got. Okay.
Well, what's your favorite sneaker overall?
My favorite sneaker overall would probably have to be the Cement 3s. For sure, the Jordan 3 Cement 3s. I really love the Jordan 1s and the Air Force 1s. These are classic shoes that I'm always going to wear no matter what.
All right. As a kid, what was that one shoe that you just had to have it?
Okay, so to be honest, when a kid, I never had Jordans as a kid. I never had any fly sneakers as a kid. I don't know why. I remember I always wanted a pair of Jordans growing up. I think I got the first pair of Jordan probably like maybe even after high school when I bought it myself, something like that. But that was probably like, growing up, it was all about the Jordans. You know what I mean? Always any Jordan, especially the Bugs Bunny one I really liked. The Bugs with the straps, the Jordan 6s. The patent leather ones were amazing too. OGs, a lot of the OGs.
Yeah. So when did you really get into the sneaker game? It's like, okay, I really, I'm kind of looking at that.
So I got into the sneaker game when I was on the road with Smitty. Going from city to city, we would always go to the sneaker spots and this and that, and that's when I really started like, man, so my thing was that every city I would go to, I would buy sneakers as souvenirs. Yeah. I would come back with bags of sneakers from being on the road and stuff, and then that's when I really started, building the love for the sneakers and appreciating and understanding the different types of sneakers. Not just, oh, I buy a sneaker because it looks cool. No, I buy a sneaker because what it is, where it's from, what it represents. A lot of the things, you know. A lot of the things. Same thing with a lot of things I wear. You know, I don't just wear things to wear things because it's cool. I wear things because I like what it represents and stuff.
I feel that. Would you ever have your own clothing brand or anything like that?
Maybe. I don't know. You know, I think that's something. Why not? You know, but it's just has to make sense, I guess. You know. I'll just stick to what I'm good at.
Do you do like any like fundraisers or charity work, anything like that?
Oh yeah, of course. We do a lot of charity work. You know, for the city and stuff like that. I'm actually getting ready to put my nonprofit organization called Special Effects. You know, I'm putting that together to help, you know, unprivileged children and stuff like that with autism, or, you know, that's when I want to, you know, I have a soft spot for kids with autism.
Okay. You got like a just personal experience?
Yeah, personal experience, you know. You know, and that's something that it intrigues me, you know, the understanding and trying to understand how to make something like a situation like that better. You know, I have a few close friends that are going through that with their kids and stuff, and you know, it's just something that I have an interest in, and it just hurts me, you know.
No, I definitely applaud that, man. I feel like a lot of people lack empathy in today's world. So especially when you start getting like, you know, attention on you and you have a voice to say something because people do follow you and listen. Yeah, it's important. So I definitely applaud you on that.
Yeah. Like I tell my team and my family, like I really want to do this to be able to I want to be able to change somebody's life on a snap of a finger. And I believe if you're able to do that, like that's power. And there's certain people who do that. You know what I mean? And that's what my ultimate goal is, to be like, to help people that need it, that don't have, because I felt like I was like that for a long time. I think I'm still like that, you know, like, you know, and it's like, I don't know, you know, and I just want to be able to help people that I think deserve it, or that, you know, that's what I really, you know, and freedom, of course, and, you know. And all the other good stuff. You know?
Yeah, of course, man. You got a great energy. I feel like people with good energy, when you put that out there, it's definitely gonna come back to you. So I believe very soon.
I believe in energy for sure. You know, we're based off of energy, the vibes. You know, the whole thing. Like, I get deep with it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what helps me understand what I'm trying to do and understand the energy I'm trying to release. You know what I mean?
You meditate everything.
No, start again.
I said, do you meditate everything? You say you get pretty deep with it.
I meditate when I can, but you know, my beliefs and this and that, like, I'm very passionate about it. I'm very passionate about what I'm doing, and I think that's what keeps me going, and that's what keeps my energy and, you know, the vibe, and you know.
Yeah, I respect that. So tell me more about Miami and this like how you plan to transition into the artist scene out there, because Florida has been booming on the music scene for a while now. Like, it's been
for sure.
Years.
For sure.
So like, what are some of your plans, and how do you kind of plan to make your stamp as an artist?
So as an artist, this is a good question. I don't think I've thought about this one yet. So I plan on, let me see. Okay. So right now, the whole situation in Miami is just really weird with the whole pandemic. A lot of things is not even open. Things open and things are closing. So I guess I would have to probably gonna make a stamp by, you know, trying to kill radio first. Kill radio first, and then maybe start killing the streets. I mean, I don't know. I might have to come back to this question. I really have to, you know, really think about this one.
Yeah, I like where you know, Ludacris started in radio.
Yeah.
And he's breaking those records and put himself in the right positions, and so you're already, you know, bumping shoulders with the right people, bumping elbows. So
yeah. So I mean, that's pretty much what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build collabs with, you know, any artist that I think makes sense with my branding, and that can, you know, has the right state of mind, that has the same vision as me. That's what I've been doing lately. But to come out like that, like, probably have to be radio, the whole campaigns, you know, the whole thing. Just try to do different, move more of an artist than a DJ, I guess. You know, no more bar gigs, no more. You know, it has to be certain kind of gigs now. You know, we're different now. We're not a regular DJ. Just you know,
yourself on the pedestal.
yeah. I'm not just here. Like I believe in there's levels into this. There's definitely levels. So
Okay.
you know, so I guess that would be one way. You know, the way we approach clubs now, the way we market myself now. You know, less of a DJ, more of an artist.
Okay. Tell me about your team.
Say it again.
I said, tell me about your team.
Oh, so my team, you know, big shout out to the team, Fanatic Music, Etiquette Group, my man C's. You know, we have it's been a rough one. It's been hard trying to build a team. You know, players come and go, but I feel now we have the team good now, and we just try to get best players. The best players at what they do. You know, the best player at marketing, the best player at managing, the best player, you know, at doing this. You know, so we have about 5 key players. You know, we have Erica, we have Keys, we have my man Caesar, we have my partner at Fence, JC Lewis. We have the photographer Chris. Who else am I missing? Pilly. You know, I mean, that's pretty much that I can. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing somebody. Am I missing anybody? I don't know, but you know, it's a team right there.
I've heard good things about Pilly.
Yeah, she's next for sure. Out of Miami. You know, she just dropped a new record, Like It. You know, she's also a label mate on the label, Fanatic. I'm also helping her with the A&Ring. So we get ready for her. Because when you know what I mean? I go in.
So let's talk more about this new single, Eazy.
Eazy.
Yeah, let's get into that. Like, walk me through the creation process first. Like, where did the beat come from? Where did the idea, the vibe?
So the beat and the hook came sometime, I would say about November. I was in the studio with my man Isaiah, which he's on the hook, and Rojas on the beat. You know, if you don't know about Rojas, you know, you guys got to definitely Google him. So, you know, we did the hook, we did the beat, you know, just vibing, building records at the time. About a couple months ago, I had my man Baby Walk pull up in the studio, and you know, we're just going through records. Put that one on. He was like, man, really, really vibing with it. Did his thing, and then one thing led to another. Kid you not, the same day my man Jay Burner was in the session. We had a meeting with the Quiet Storm. Me and him started vibing, made sense. Next day, he came to the studio, jumped on the record, and that's how the record came about. I called my man DJ New Era from the Heavy Hitters. I was like, look, I know you're trying to do the artist thing. Let's rock together. It makes sense. Jumped him on the record, and that's how Eazy came about. And now we're getting about 10 spins right now nationwide. You know, the whole promotion, getting ready to drop the video, and it's doing what it's doing. The feedback is great. The blogs are loving it. You know, I'm just it's my second single that I've released as an artist, and I got a bunch more.
Yeah, you definitely brought the Cali vibes on that one, the way you pieced everything together.
Yeah, for sure, you know, definitely.
You working on an album at all?
An album, maybe. I don't believe in album. I don't think I don't believe in albums until, you know, the people ask for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so right now as a new artist, I'm just trying to build records. I'm trying to build my catalog, and I believe in singles. As a DJ, you know, I want to be able to play my record every time I DJ, you know? Oh, but an album, definitely. That's just by demand, by the people.
Okay. So what are some of your plans as far as making more singles, reaching out to new artists and everything? Like just your overall vision as an artist. Like if everything can go the way you want, how's it playing out?
Okay, so as I plan out the way I want it, I want to definitely start hitting the road and start building and collabing with up and coming artists that I feel that are on the same vibe as me, same page, and just trying to do as much collaborations as I can. And then eventually, you know, with the records, start putting out records, and then maybe just start hitting, you know, maybe jump on a tour, you know, do the residencies, just do everything that an artist has to do in order to make it happen, you know, do the promo tour, radio, whatever it is, you know.
I like that.
Yeah, and just keep grinding. I believe in consistency. You have to be consistent. You just gotta work hard and be passionate about it. And hopefully, you know, that I don't have the answer, but I think that's a good answer. You know?
Yeah, you got a good plan. I like that you spoke it because like it's out there now. You put it out there into the world. I feel like it's gonna be easy.
Like if I knew how to do this, I wouldn't be here right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, if anybody knew how the formula or the right way of how to be, you know, you'd be, you know.
Right. So where can we listen to Eazy and find that?
All right, so you can find Eazy on all major platforms: Tidal, Apple Music, YouTube, Deezer, Amazon, Instagram, Facebook, anywhere where you can find music, you'll find Eazy.
And we will have all the links to follow both of us. Check out all the singles from DJ EFX. Make sure you guys check them out. Check out the new single Eazy. And is there anything else you want to say to the people before we get out of here?
You know, make sure to follow me on my Instagram. I am DJ EFX. My YouTube. You know, all major platforms. Follow me everywhere if you can. I got a bunch of new music coming soon. You know, just stay tuned to. Make sure you follow me to keep updated with all the new stuff we got coming out. We got a collaboration we just did with Quiet Storm. Some cool stuff there. You know, a lot of music video, Eazy coming soon. My first single, Rolling Deep. You know, you can check that out. It's on my Spotify. You know, we working. Fanatic Music.
One thing you brought up. One thing I want to touch on before we go. Quiet Storm. Tell us a little bit more about that and your collaboration.
So Quiet Storm is a vodka company on the rise. They reached out to me. They were like, EFX, we love what you're doing. We love your passion, your branding, everything like that. They're like, yo, let's join ventures, and that's how it came about. You know, and then now, you know, we're putting some things together. We just dropped an ad commercial, you know, for Eazy and Quiet Storm, and you know, gotta stay tuned for the big stuff.
Well, I will definitely stay tuned. One more time, where can we find you?
You can find me at I am DJ EFX on Instagram, or you can go to my website. It has all my links. IamDJEFX.com.
And I am 91. This is the One by One Network, and I appreciate y'all. Until next time, peace.
Peace. Thank you.